I kind of saw it coming. I wasn't really surprised.
I've been applying to jobs currently, but I think everybody is still kind of in that we're not really trying to move and we don't necessarily want to set interviews.
I definitely don't think that any of us, speaking for, college seniors, ever thought that we would be in this situation even a couple months ago when it's supposed to be, the greatest time of our lives.
Not knowing when my career will start or if my career will be able to start in the near future has been like really stressful.
I see any internship as being important to me, but I saw this internship as being, okay, this is a step in the door. Even though it's just an internship, I can make this my career. Well, I found APCO through LinkedIn, and I was hoping to do something with communications, and not even just communications. I was hoping to get a chance to see what marketing is like, maybe PR. That company is so big, I was hoping that I could just kind of branch everywhere in there. So that way I can see what exactly it is that I want to do. Well, when I received the opportunity, I was really excited. Once I received the letter saying the opportunity is no longer available due to the virus, it kind of made me feel like, what now, I don't know what exactly my plans are going to be now, but I just kind of feel lost right now and not in the position where I want to be, because this is not what I worked to do for 4 years in school. And now I feel like I'm stuck.
Early February, I got a job offer at a pretty large bank doing private wealth management to stay in DC. And so ultimately, it was a very tough decision, but I decided I was not going to take the job and I was going to push the New York jobs. What ended up happening, unfortunately, I turned down the job, and it was like 2 weeks later, the first case of COVID was in the US. And then fast forward, now a couple weeks later, the trail has gone cold on about 4 different opportunities I had. Just obviously, I don't want to be graduated from college. And I feel like the further you get out from graduation, the harder it is to get a job.
I feel definitely pretty crushed about the fact that I might not be able to get a job. I'm currently planning to go into the entertainment industry, either on the talent side or the business side. And a lot of times, in order to sort of get started in that industry, you have to go out to the area, whether it's to New York or LA. I'm from Houston, Texas, and because of the whole quarantine thing, I can't just move out there.
I was looking specifically to intern in London this summer. So for the internship I was working through a study abroad program through the Ralph Bunche Center at Howard. So taking the experience that I've had like as a performer and being able to translate that into putting on a show, whether that's as a stage manager, a producer, or director, I was super excited. I've wanted to study abroad my entire honestly, like since high school. I knew that when I got to college, I wanted to study abroad. I found out that it was going to be canceled like right before spring break started. And I was really sad because I had, I guess, mistakenly waited until like the final summer that I would have during my college experience to be able to study abroad. And so I definitely feel like I missed out on an opportunity, kind of like kicking myself that I didn't do it any sooner, or that I wasn't able to do it any sooner. I didn't really have time to be super upset about it because there were so many other things going on with Corona and at school and making sure that everyone was safe. So I guess that's kind of a blessing. I didn't have too much time to kind of sit around and be sad about it. So now I'm just, looking for the next thing.
I've been trying to find jobs that are listed as like newly posted, because that probably means that they really need someone to go and work for them. Like I know that were some jobs with political campaigns, like on like the media advertising side of that, which is sort of like what I want to do. So I've been trying to apply for jobs like that because I know that they'll still need people because like we're still going to have political elections.
I'm applying for internships. I'm applying for jobs. I'm just applying for everything, honestly.
I am still a little bit nervous for what the future holds, just because, I mean, at this point, we don't know how the summer is going to end, let alone like what the fall semester is going to bring, if we'll be back for a fall semester.
I'm definitely not getting the amount of responses that I had, let's say in like January, February. I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to find a job within the next couple months. I think that, I wouldn't be terribly shocked if I wasn't still sitting here without a job in November or January.
My plan C would be that I would end up moving back home until, I can get my footing again up here.